Hi there, I'm Mary and this is Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. Did you know that June 7th is Donut Day? Well, I didn't know that either, but I got this calendar and it has all these days on it, and it shows me that June 7th is Donut Day, and I think we should celebrate by making some homemade donuts. Now, these are going to be baked, not fried. No particular reason really, just because they're easier, and I think more people can do the baked ones than the fried ones. So let's get started. I have 1/4 cup of butter here. 1/4 cup of butter. Just goes right in as planned. 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Beat that up on medium till it's nice and creamy. Now with the mixer on low, I'm going to pour in 2 eggs, one at a time. 2 at a time. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to mix the dry ingredients. We've got 2 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. You could also use cinnamon if you want. Oh, that was going to happen while this was mixing, but I forgot. So we're going to mix this up. Scrape down the sides a little bit. Okay, let's mix this on medium for about another 30 seconds. I'm going to add in 1/3 of the flour mixture, then 1/2 of the milk, which is 1 cup of milk, then another 1/3 of the flour mixture, and the second half of the milk. Beating on low. Number 2. Now 1/2 of the milk. Now about the second 1/3 of the flour mixture. Now the rest of the milk. And the last of the flour. Scrape the sides. Now we're going to mix that for about 10 seconds, get it all nice and combined. Now how I like to make my donuts is to put them in a pastry bag, piping bag, whatever you want to call it, and then squirt them in there. You can also spoon it in there. This is just easier for me. Now I have my donut tray here. You can use goop. I have a video on how to make goop. It's equal parts all-purpose flour, vegetable oil, and vegetable shortening. You mix it up, brush it in there, or use a paper towel. You can also use Pam, which I'm going to do. You just fill this in. You want about 1/4 inch left at the top. And what I like to do too is pound them on the counter a little bit, and that just makes them a little more even. Okay, now we're going to put these in a 375 degree preheated oven for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, now how do those look? Yummy, right? Okay, these were just a little bit less than 10 minutes. I'm going to say 9.5 minutes, only because I forgot to turn the timer on. So it could have been 10, but I feel like it was a little bit less. Okay, these need to cool 5 to 7 minutes in the pan. Then we're going to remove them. We're going to add some more. If I had 2 pans, then I could have done it all at once, but you know, put some in with some cinnamon sugar. We're going to put some with some powdered sugar, and we're going to glaze a couple of them. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. These have cooled down just enough. I'm going to go ahead and dump them out onto a cooling rack and let them cool and get that next batch in the oven. Perfect little donuts. All right, let me get these other ones in the oven, and we're going to glaze these and powder sugar them and cinnamon sugar them. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to start with the cinnamon sugar donuts. I'm taking about 1/4 cup of just granulated sugar and about a teaspoon. You can make your cinnamon sugar any way you want. I gotta try one of these. Ooh, so light and airy. Oh my goodness. Those are just as good as any bakery donuts. Now I'm going to take about 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Oh, this is flour. That would not taste good. Now I'm going to take about 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Put it in a paper bag. You can use a plastic bag if you want. And I find that if you let them cool off a little bit, that powdered sugar will stay a little bit longer. If you do it right when they're hot, the powdered sugar melts into it, and then you'll have to dust them again. Okay, now to make a delicious glaze for these donuts, you can do them any way or all these ways, right? Or do your own. Actually, they're good plain. If you wanted them just a plain old regular donut, I recommend. So we're gonna start with 1 1/4 cups of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of light corn syrup, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons. I'm using half and half, but you can use milk. You could actually even use water. I forgot the 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Might have to add some more powdered sugar now. Just dip it in, swirl it around. You could also pour it on there, pipe it on there with a piping bag. Now, I don't know about you, my granddaughters love sprinkles. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some sprinkles. You can put a few or none or a whole bunch. I am so serious. Look at that donut. How cute. I can't thank you enough for watching me today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you tried it home, and I hope you love it. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. You take care now.